They're feeling a great sense of accomplishment. They got great weather for it. They had a great race. It's funny. You should say that we're currently training for the Tough Mudder, and we had a meeting last night about that. But everybody gets real excited around the firm. We've got a lot of our lawyers and staff running today. It's a great day and a great event.
Well, and it's great to be out here, Marcus. So the Tough Mudder coming on up, because we had the opportunity to talk to Brendan Connor. He is the course designer, and we talked to him. He was in an airport this week. We spoke with him, and he's coming up with a huge clay pit at the end. So I guess you're familiar with stuff like that, as you've done it before.
Well, we've done a couple of them as a group in the firm. We've done them for charity. We're going to do this one for charity as well. Try to raise $5,000 to $10,000 for local charities. I haven't seen his clay pit. I've heard about it. I've looked online. But whatever they throw at us, we're going to be ready for it. We'll have some fun, raise some money for some people that need it, and we'll take what he's given us.
Well, we're going to replay that interview a little bit later on the show. But Marcus, let's talk Super Bowl. I guess this is the first time we get to get your thoughts and opinion. And Pete Carroll saying that he can't sleep. He's having a tough time sleeping. To me, it goes down as that was just one of the worst calls in all of sports.
Yeah, and I'm always very cautious, and usually I'm very critical of people that criticize play calling, because you really, it's about matchups, it's about having personnel in place, and a lot of times it's just fans talking junk about play calling that they don't understand. Having said that, I can't really come up with any justification for not handing that football to Marshawn Lynch. I really think that if you're a Seattle Seahawk and you're in that situation, you can break the huddle, stare across at the New England Patriots and say, boys, we're giving
Marcus,
this football
what did you
to
think
Marshawn
of the game
Lynch.
here? Did you
There's
expect
not
it
much you're
to
gonna
be
do
everything that it turned out to be?
Paul, you there?
Amy Flowers, Pat Rowland, Lisa Myers, Alvin Burns, Tracy Bennett, Suzanne, Catherine Adams Courtney, Elizabeth Satterfield, Austin Bracey, Sharon Brett, Thirlborn, Clayton Courtney.
Okay, apparently we lost Marcus as you're listening to the Saturday Morning Sports Blitz as we're broadcasting out on the Pensacola Beach. Paul Chestnut with you. Marcus, you with us? Apparently not. Okay, he's gone. All right, let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more Saturday Morning Sports Blitz, broadcasting from the Double Bridge Run on 1450 ESPN, 101.1 FM, ESPN Pensacola. Paul Chestnut back with you here on the Saturday Morning Sports Blitz, broadcasting from Pensacola Beach, the Double Bridge Run. Tyler McCandless, kid from Colorado, who attends he's attending school at Penn State. He was the winner, and we had the opportunity to talk to him. We'll play that interview a little bit later on. But I believe we got Marcus Michles back with us. Marcus, you with us?
Hey, I'm here, Paul.
Okay, Marcus, let's talk about we're talking about the Super Bowl here. Just your thoughts on the entire game here, the way that it all went down.
Well, it was a great football game, obviously. I thought it was one of the best Super Bowls that I've ever seen. It's going to be talked about a long time, and I think Pete Carroll deserves to be second-guessed for his play calling. I think he gives that ball to Marshawn Lynch, and you say, listen, if the Patriots are men enough to stop him, they're Super Bowl champs. But I'm going to take two shots with Marshawn Lynch there, and he's going to score that touchdown, I think, and I'm always going to believe that.
What was your reaction when they didn't give the ball to Marshawn Lynch when they threw that pass there? It was, to me, I was just, I just couldn't believe what I've seen, especially when there was talk that morning that they're going to give Marshawn Lynch a long-term contract.
Yeah, I think what you're doing there, well, first of all, my reaction was sheer, utter disbelief. I was shocked. I was like Tom Brady jumping up and down in my living room. I could not believe that you would outsmart yourself, and particularly with Pete Carroll's history back in the USC-Texas game. I mean, he's got a tendency to overthink things and get cute, and he did it again, and I just was shocked that he would make that same mistake twice.
Tom Brady, the MVP of the game. Were you okay with that?
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, he made a couple of mistakes, but let's face it, and we said this before the game, if the New England Patriots were going to win, it was going to take Tom Brady to win that game for him. And him, he controlled the game, he managed the game, he made the throws he had to make. He made a couple of mistakes. He wasn't perfect, but in the end, I thought he was the most valuable player.
Marcus, of course, the local kid, Doug Baldwin, he had a touchdown reception in the game. And Marcus, I said it during the course of the week, love the kid. We pull for him. Just got out, I believe, last night, fined $11,000 for what he did. He doesn't need to be doing what he did during the Super Bowl, and he knows that.
Well, look, he's an excitable guy. He's been having a little bit of a feud with Deion Sanders. He's not getting the respect he deserves. He's a great player. He's an overachiever, and he's a Stanford guy. He should know better. But, he's entitled to his emotion. He's entitled to be, fueled by that emotion. I think if he had it to do over again, he might behave differently. But, hey, look, you take the good with the bad, and at the end of the process, he'll be smarter. He'll be a little more savvy going forward.
Okay, Marcus, let me ask you this then: Is Tom Brady, does he go down as the best quarterback ever?
Well, you'd be silly to make a strong argument against it. I mean, the fact that the Patriots have been around this much and this long with salary cap challenges and stuff, it's remarkable. The biggest statistic that I think bears recognition is the few number of all-pro wide receivers that Tom Brady has thrown to. I mean, he's got Gronkowski now as a premier tight end. He had Randy Moss for a minute, but he has not been surrounded by great receiving talent like Terry Bradshaw was, like Troy Aikman was. He's made a lot of money on his own skill and his own arm. So, yeah, I think he deserves recognition as one of the all-time greats, if not the all-time greatest.
Do you think we'll ever see something like a Tom Brady and Bill Belichick ever again?
Yeah, I think in sports things come around, and they come back around, and yeah, there'll be another duo like that, but that's pretty rare. It may not happen in the next decade, may not happen in the next 20 years. It'll happen, but it'll take a while.
Where do you see the Patriots here, as far as dynasties are concerned? Do you put them up at the top?
Well, if they're not at the top, I'd love to hear who is. I mean, you want to talk Dolphins, you want to talk Steelers, you want to talk Cowboys, you want to, I mean, I don't know exactly who you could make an argument is a more steady, stable top of the pyramid. I mean, I left the 49ers out of there, but I really do think the Patriots are it. If you're a franchise that can come to the dance time in, time out, year in, year out, I mean, it's amazing what they've accomplished.
Marcus, hey, thanks so much for your time. You enjoy the weekend, okay? Appreciate it.